Imagine hearing directly from God, following his instructions step by step, doing exactly what he said, and still you end up dead, killed by a lion. Sounds impossible, right? But this actually happened. Today, we're diving into one of the most mysterious and unsettling stories in the Bible, a prophet who obeyed God, but only halfway, and that half obedience cost him everything. This story comes from 1 Kings 13, and trust me, it's not your typical Bible story. It's intense, it's confusing, and it carries a warning that still applies today. Let's set the stage. Israel is divided. There's a king named Jeroboam, and he's leading people away from God. Instead of worshiping in Jerusalem, Jeroboam creates his own system: golden calves, false altars, and a man-made version of religion. He's essentially rewriting worship to suit himself, and God is not pleased. So, God sends a man of God, a prophet from Judah, to deliver a message. This prophet is unnamed, but his assignment is very clear. God tells him to go to Bethel, speak against the altar, deliver his message, and then leave immediately. But there's more. God gives him strict instructions. Do not eat any food there. Do not drink any water there. And do not return the same way you came. This wasn't optional. This was a direct command. So the prophet obeys. He goes to Bethel. He boldly confronts King Jeroboam. He prophesies against the altar, and then something dramatic happens. The altar splits apart, and ashes pour out. It's a visible sign that God's word is true. Even the king is shaken. Seeing this, Jeroboam invites the prophet. Come home with me. Eat. I'll reward you. But the prophet refuses. He says, even if you gave me half your house, I would not go with you. God told me not to eat or drink here. He stands firm. He resists temptation. He obeys God completely. So far, everything is going right. But the real test hasn't even started yet. An old prophet living in Bethel hears about what happened. He goes after the younger prophet and finds him resting. And this is where everything changes. The old prophet says, I'm a prophet too, and an angel spoke to me. He told me to bring you back to my house so you can eat and drink. It sounds spiritual. It sounds convincing, but it wasn't true. The Bible makes it clear he was lying. And here's the tragedy. The younger prophet believed him. Think about it. He had already heard directly from God. He already knew the instructions. But instead of holding on to what God told him, he allowed another voice to override it. Even though it sounded spiritual, even though it came from someone credible, it contradicted God's original command. And yet, he went back. He sat down. He ate. He drank. Half obedience. Then comes the shocking twist. While they're sitting there eating, God speaks again, but this time through the old prophet. And the message is devastating. Because you disobeyed the word of the Lord, your body will not be buried with your ancestors. Judgment is coming, and it comes quickly. As the young prophet leaves, a lion meets him on the road and kills him. But here's what makes it even more unsettling. The lion doesn't eat the body. It doesn't attack the donkey. It just stands there beside the corpse, almost like a sign, a message. This wasn't random. This was divine judgment. So what does this mean for us? This story teaches some deep truths. Partial obedience is still disobedience. The prophet obeyed God, but not fully, and that cost him his life. Not every spiritual voice is from God. Just because someone says, "God told me," doesn't mean it's true. You must hold on to what God told you. When God gives you clear direction, don't let another voice override it, no matter how convincing it sounds. And finally, spiritual maturity requires discernment. This isn't just a story about obedience, it's a story about knowing when something doesn't align with God's word. This is one of the most sobering stories in the Bible. A prophet called by God, used by God, yet lost his life because he obeyed halfway. So here's the question. Are there areas in your life where you're obeying God, but only halfway? Think about it.